Hey, happy Monday. Hope you guys are doing well. Had another great Clubhouse call. We talked about a couple of just various topics, but two were kind of buy-side related, and I just want to kind of go over those with you. One question was asked, if there was a situation where you're representing a buyer and they wanted to put an offer on a property. Let's just say, they wanted to write on this offer on this property on a Friday, but the sellers and the listing agent are asking for all offers to be due Sunday night. How would you advise your client if they want to put an offer in and get a response on Friday prior to the seller's offer due deadline? And the question was more around, what's the right advice to give them as a real estate agent, because they may be able to save money. They may not have to be as aggressive if they were to just wait versus, submitting that offer, well above list price to just try to get that home locked up within the first day. So that way they don't have to necessarily compete. My opinion on that is, I just explain it. What are you comfortable paying in order to lock up this property today? And is that the same price that, if it did go multiple offers, over the weekend, would you be willing to do that price as well? And if that answer is yes, then, to me, as long as the buyers are comfortable with it, I would rather try to lock up a property and control the situation before possibly going to a multiple offer situation, because at that point, you just never know what another buyer is willing to pay, right? And you don't know what the competition is going to be like. So, I thought that was a great question, because that's something that we're going to be seeing more and more now, especially, as the market still kind of slows down a little bit. You may not have to be as aggressive, just giving that right advice to the buyer. So I thought that was a great conversation. Another one that came up today as well was, in the last 12 months or so, we've started to see buyers doing and waiving their inspection period. And I guess now, and I wasn't aware that this was happening already, but I guess now there's starting to be some lawsuits happening where buyers are going after the previous homeowners in the cases where the buyers waived their inspection period. But, once they moved in and they see, this was wrong with the house, this was wrong with the property, yada, 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 these buyers are going after the sellers for failure to disclose. And I guess buyers are actually winning these lawsuits against these former homeowners. So, as a buyer's agent and as a listing agent, what is the best advice to your clients in those situations? At the end of the day, an inspection is really, from a seller standpoint, a CYA. Hey, do your due diligence and make sure that you're comfortable with this house prior to moving in. Because, one thing that sellers don't want to deal with, and even buyers don't want to deal with post-closing, are lawsuits, over things that could have easily been found during an inspection period, that easily could have been addressed, during an inspection or a remedy period. And in that case, it might cost a couple $1,000s then, but now it's saving you, by doing that, it's saving you time, it's saving you energy, it's saving you money, and it's saving you, not being stressed out if a potential buyer is going to come back on you, 6 months later, because you forgot to disclose a certain thing that you knew to be wrong with the property, that could have been found during an inspection period. And as a buyer's agent, make sure you are always advising your clients to do an inspection, because, if this is going to become a thing, guess what? They're going to be bringing in buyer's agents as well, saying, oh, my agent didn't tell me, they told me to waive my inspection period, or they didn't tell me not to get an inspection, or whatever the case may be, right? So as an agent, every brokerage at this point has a disclosure, a waiver. Make sure you're getting your clients to sign those if they are opting to waive their inspection period or the remedy period. Make sure you're, dotting your I's and crossing your T's as an agent, and being very transparent with your clients. So just a couple different conversations that we had today. And, I hope that you kind of take some of those things and implement them into your business.